in the woods. It's beautiful here. And we think we're running out of battery, so we're going to just go.
Yeah, we may be edited by technology. And not only that, we're sitting here in the Berkshire Mountains having a great time.
Yeah,
And we found a place as far away from this construction as possible, which you're still going to hear in the background. And we're sitting under a tree, a lovely pine tree that's dropping inchworms on us. And they're very cute, but they may throw off the reading just a little bit.
If we see us doing that.
Yes.
Here's one right
now. Right here. Here.
He's very green.
He's very here. Look.
He's totally green.
Right there. See?
Now. Oh, here's another one.
Oh, another one. See? This is life in the Berkshires. Okay, and there's people coming.
Okay,
all right,
we gotta go before we lose.
All right.
So this is another one of Lynda's plays.
Yes.
Short plays that I wrote that were part of a full-length 2-act play, but it was all short plays.
Okay, so Jackson Queens, a play by Lynda Robinson.
Setting: the porch of a nursing home.
At Rise, an elderly woman is sitting in a wheelchair facing the audience, looking straight out. She's crying quietly. After a moment, an elderly man, also in a wheelchair, wheels in. He sees her. He stops. He wheels over to her. Hey! What's this now? It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. Spring has sprung. As flowers are blooming. The Lord's in his heaven and all's right with the wild. He rolls up to the edge of the stage and looks out. Look! Did you ever see mourning doves? Yeah, they're taking the morning walk every day. They stroll by, always together. Now, they put on a few pounds here. The eating's really good here. Now, you'll see, at the end of the summer, they'll be waddling by, still together. Blinded to all that extra boy flesh under their wings. Blinded by love.
He rolls back to her.
Yes, love is what makes the world go round. Love keeps us alive. Love keeps us young. Hey, come on now. What's this? No sadness allowed today. Tomorrow you can be sad. Tomorrow it's going to rain. You can cry all you want. Nobody will notice. Here.
A linen handkerchief. Very nice, a linen handkerchief. My husband had linen handkerchiefs. I ironed them so they were perfect squares. His were initialed. White thread on white linen.
Yes, very nice. White thread on white linen. It must have been a true gentleman, your husband. No. So you must be the new admission? That's a terrible word, admission. It's a nursing home word. It's terrible. Let me change that right now. You must be the new neighbor, the new friend, the new lovely lady on the 3rd floor. I'm on the 3rd floor too, room 302, right next to you. You can come over anytime. I've been here 4 years now. It's not so bad. My kids come once, twice a month. We sit, we talk, we play pinochle. Hey, do you know that game?
No.
The important cards are the Jack of Diamonds and the Queen of Spades. Like men and women, jacks and queens, if you're lucky. Some women are queens. They're born as queens. You can tell right away. Well, I can tell. I can tell just from looking at a baby in her crib if she's a queen. They're beauty, of course, but they've got a sparkle of life that shines out. They're special, all right? Yeah, they're rare. My wife was a queen of queens. We were married for only 40 years. But what years they were. Oh, you came in yesterday?
Yes.
Wow, you're gonna like it here. I'll show you all the hot spots. All the places where a man and a woman can go to share private moments. Places where you can laugh loudly. moan with pleasure. The pleasure of being alive.
You moan here?
Of course. One has to moan. You don't stop moaning just because you're 80. Of course, you don't look 80. No, you look as young as a spring chicken. That's a terrible word. Chicken. It's a nursing home word. Now, you look as young as a mourning dove. Do you think they're called mourning doves? You know why? Because they take their walks in the morning? No. It's because they mourn. They mourn with pleasure. Pleasure. It comes as a moan. They're morning moaners. I moan at any time of day.
What are they moaning?
The passing of a life not lived. They remind us to live, to moan with pleasure of every moment.
I'm on an upset bird's stomach is what it is. I know my husband had that. It's what it sounded like.
Here at the Shady Grove Nursing Home, there is a special breed of mourning dove, the white-breasted mourning moaner. It's just to confuse the staff. They hear the moaning, they think it's the doves. They don't know it's me.
I've never heard a mourning dove moaning with pleasure in the morning.
Well, you'll hear it here. You must come and moan with me.
I'm not a moaner.
Oh, that's because you don't know me well enough. Now, when we get to know each other, you will begin to moan. Very shortly, you will be moaning.
No, I was never a moaner. My husband was a very quiet man, you see, a man of stillness. A man of... I'm sorry. I can't moan. I've been mourning for my husband. My life is not the same now. Now everything is loud. Of course, I can't hear it very well anymore, but I can tell it's noisy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know your loss was so recent. To lose a husband or a wife is a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. Part of you just disappears. Poof. Goodbye. There it goes. So, that's a good word. Disappears. It's not a nursing home word. Yeah, they don't use that one here. They use past. Oh. The gentleman in room 207 passed yesterday. What did he pass? A kidney stone? A penny he swallowed in 1919? But disappeared. It's a word of mystery. Where do they go? Where are they? When will they come back? What kind of life are they living now, away from sight? So when did your husband disappear?
June 3rd, 1989.
Wait a minute. June 3rd, 1989? That was over 30 years ago. He disappeared 30 years ago? You're mourning for 30 years now?
Well, doesn't just get over these things.
But you're a queen. I saw as soon as you arrived. I said, look, a queen. A queen comes to Shady Manor. I must talk with her. I must walk with her. But she must have many admirers. Hundreds of men following her, hoping for a look, a touch of her gloved hand, a tip of her crown.
You are a foolish man.
Of course, I'm a jack, a knave. I am not still. I dance the dance of life. Of course, the action is mostly upper body now.
He rolls his wheelchair around her in circles. You are making me dizzy. My husband was more stationary.
But you, Lynda, what are you? Your husband was quiet. He was still. He was stationary. What did you do while he was silently sitting?
I took care of him.
What was his illness?
He had no illness. He was a strong, healthy man.
Then why did he sit?
He sat to think.
He couldn't sit and think at the same time?
He was a man of philosophy.
And was his philosophy to sit, risking hemorrhoids with you at his side while the royal went by?
He was an intellectual. He sat and thought.
My queen, this is the time of life to dance. You sat with your husband for many years. Now you were a good wife. Now You must embrace your kingdom and rule as a dancing queen. Come, my sad queen, come dance with me.
He begins to dance in his wheelchair again. You are not a jack. You are a king. The king of cheer dancers.
No, not a king. Kings have to be responsible for all the bad stuff. The wars, the laws, the courts, the favors. Jack I shall remain, a jack of all trades with a specialty in chair dancing. Jack-o'-lantern, I will light up your life, my lady. A jack-in-the-box, I'm full of surprises. And before you can say Jack Robinson, I will turn your mourning into moaning. Moaning in the celebration of being old. For we now can do anything. The restrictions of the kingdom of adults have been lifted, and we are once again children. As the Jack of Hearts, I grant you permission to come to me in freedom, to moan in defiance of polite conversation.
For polite conversation.
All right, we'll make a deal. You come in the morning for polite conversation. I'll make tea. We'll sit. We'll talk quietly. I will teach you how to play pinochle. Then, in the afternoon, we'll join the mourning doves on the lawn, and we will mourn all together. You and me and the boys.
I don't know.
The kingdom of pleasure awaits you.
I don't have the right clothes for moaning on the lawn with you and the birds.
Remove your royal mantle, madam. We will go to the shady shop and get you a sweatsuit and Nikes. That is an outfit fit for a queen.
I would hide my varicose veins.
No, it is not for hiding, it is for bringing out. The queen's new clothes will bring you out of your life force. You know what that expression is? It's not a nursing home. It's a new age. I saw it on the channeling channel.
I don't watch television. My husband preferred books.
Here you will be yourself. I will teach you. It will be our kingdom.
We will join the new age. That is for the young.
Then will be the new old age. Will be the Shady Grove New Old Age Secret Moaning Society.
Oh my, I'm in a moaning home. What would my husband say?
He would say, "Moan a little louder. I can't hear you up here."
Well, perhaps, if it is a way to communicate with the departed.
Yes, moan to heaven. That's a start. Give me a sample, so I can make it through till tomorrow. Come on, a quiet moan. Give me a crumb, a taste, a tidbit, a snippet of bliss, a hankering of hope.
Oh my. Can you hear me up there?
Can you hear me over here, my queen? Fade to black, end of play. All right. And we didn't tell you what this is right now is Quarantine Theater. We have to use that sound effect every time, so I justify spending the money on it. So thank you for joining us. We'll be back next week with a show back in sleepy Ipswich. If you enjoyed this, please share it. Please write us a note. Please join us if you will. And there's
join
a
our little green
inchworms.
friends.
Yes.
They
So
are so incredibly cute.
they are.
Bye-bye.
So
Go over there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, he loves
so
you.
goodbye from Quarantine Theater in the Berkshires.
Oh, come on. There you go. She's okay. Why don't I have any?
It won't stop.
Technical difficulty.
It won't stop.
Okay, let me get this
Wait,
little
wait.
green thing.